Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading for the week ahead. This is just to offer you some insight into what may come up and how to navigate it also. There are 4 paths to choose from, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pause the video, take a moment, see which one you're most drawn to. That's where your messages will lie. You can skip ahead to your reading. Timestamps are in the description box below, where you'll also find all of my details, social media, all of that gumph. So you can follow me, see what I'm about, but also book yourself in for a one-to-one reading, because please remember this is collective. This speaks to multiple people. If you want something to completely align with you and your life, then book yourself in for a one-to-one session. Right, I will leave it there and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you picked this card, this is your card for the week ahead. And for you, we have Sacred Purpose, Eternal Flame and Ancestral Legacy. So the feeling this week is very much a landing. That's what it feels like. I'm being shown like a aeroplane runway thing, so like a landing into that sacred purpose, and in a way that feels really, really grounded and rooted, like you hit the ground, and the phrase just came through, you hit the ground running. So this is a great week for alignment and landing, grounding with your, as it says, sacred purpose. The reason you are here as a human on this earth at this time is very much landing, which is absolutely beautiful. So let's get you some more cards for the week ahead. I am going to do this one with this reading this week without any tarot. So let's see what wants to come forward for you. Those 2. Okay, beautiful. We have seeing the true you, and she feels, she knows. So there's this element here. Look at the serene look on this face, and she's looking into that reflection, seeing the truth of herself. And there's this peace, there's this comfort, there's this like absolute like embodiment of self. And I've just been drawn to, which I've never seen before, over here in the corner there is a little teacup. And there's this element here of that, with that being over there, it's making me think of Alice in Wonderland with the like Mad Hatter's tea party. And there's a phrase that the Mad Hatter says, and now I'm not gonna be able to think of it, and it's really annoying. If you know the quote, I'm going to have to try and enter it in here. I'm going to have to remember, and I'll enter it onto the screen, but it feels very appropriate. So that is the quote. It needs to go in here. But there's the seeing the truth of you and really like landing in it. And it's like this uprising into this pure like priestess, like absolute power stance within yourself. And that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to go out and be like, haha, I am powerful, but just an embodiment within, something that lands with you, where like, you know, your purpose, it lands true. And there's just a comfort in who you are and who you have become, and like being able to look in the mirror and be like, yes, I like myself, I love myself, in a way that you're fully accepting of the truth of who you are, like warts and all. And then we have the she feels, she knows. So there's balance coming through, but there's also this just ability to be able to like see, and it's seeing is that empath sort of like, it's with feeling. So that gut feeling, that like something that just takes over you, something that you just know because you feel it and you know it to be true, and a trusting in that intuition. So you feel it, you know it, you're so balanced and aligned with self and aligned with purpose that like there's no, like people can't bullshit you. That's how kind of the energy this week. You're really landing with your purpose, you're really landing with yourself, and like no bullshit is getting through. That's definitely like the vibe coming in, which is like, I'm gonna say, a really, really yummy vibe. So I'm just gonna pull from 2 more decks. We're gonna go with the Goddess deck. We have Hera with commitment. So committing to this path, committing to yourself, committing to your purpose, and being able to like walk in strength, in courage, and be completely and utterly devoted to this line of work, to whatever your purpose is, to whatever completely lands. There is this element of you, it comes through and so fiery that you're like, yes, I can do this, and I'm committed, and I will do everything that it takes to make this work. So but with that landing of this sacred purpose doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy. It means you're in alignment. And this element of being like, nope, I'm completely and utterly committed to whatever it takes. If it's long hours, if it's an investment, like money wise, like whatever it may be, just committing yourself to it completely and utterly so that it works, because it's why you're here. It will work because it's why you're supposed to be here. But this, like, it's landing within you in a way that you're just like, yes, I can do this, like power forwards. One last card for you, pile one. Expansion. Beautiful. So you really are expanding this week into your purpose. And then if we go back to that card at the beginning, this one where it says ancestral legacy, like the reason you're here, it's come through your bloodline, it's why you're here. Ancestors and ancestors have got, like, are a part of this, and it's why you have reincarnated at this point. It comes through the line, and then we have this, and it just makes me think of this expansion up, but that root down. So it's in your roots, it's in your being, it's in your blood, it's in your DNA, and now you are like reaching out, you're expanding into the world. So I would do a little, like, be grateful this week for your ancestors, even do potentially a little ritual or something like that to honor them, to say thank you, to really like be with them in a way that is serving, like you, by serving them. Right, I will leave it there for you, pile one. Proper quick fire this week. I have had a busy few days, multiple days of work, and yeah, we're just getting this out ready for the week. I didn't want to leave anybody without it, but yeah, need some downtime also. If you would like to book yourself in for a one-to-one reading where we have all the time and we go way more in depth, then please do. My details are in the description box below. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, to all of those things, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pile two. If you pick this card, this is your card for the week ahead, and we have the healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. So flow is really coming in regards to this. It's making me think of the Six of Pentacles in the Light Seers deck, where there is a like the infinity symbol, the loop, about giving and receiving, and it needs to be in alignment. You need to make sure you are giving enough but also receiving enough, and it needs to be in flow so that it's in balance. And this is really important, this flow aspect, the power to give and receive healing, coming in regards to an element of, like, it may be that you are some sort of holistic practitioner, but it's this ability to be able to work with the earth, at least. So receiving healing and giving back to the earth. So I very much would encourage any sort of grounding practices this week, but also just time in nature, anything you can do to be like with the earth in a really like natural, organic way. And like, even though I know it's northern hemisphere, at least it's colder, so you may not want to like go into the woods, especially if it's like icy or wet. It's not, you know, ideal for everybody. Some people may love that, but I would recommend as much time like with the trees as you possibly can. I was about to say, and with the bees. I don't know if bees are out this time of year. I don't think they are, but bees may be very important this week as well. Bees are a great sign of abundance, and they are also, so within one of my animal decks, it is the divine feminine. So, and the earth is the divine feminine. So definitely this flow of feminine energy, feminine healing, that is very, very important for you this week. The power to give and receive healing. So knowing that it needs to be in balance, but that like that flow is really, really important in regards to this. So what you give, you need to receive, and what you receive, you need to give. So if you're like, if the scales are tipped one side or the other for you, then ensure that you tip it the other way, because it will really, really empower you. It will really like build you up, and like it will offer you so much. Let's get you some more cards. We are not doing tarot this week. This is quick fire with a few oracle cards for you because I wanted to make sure I got it out. So dream a beautiful dream. Look at this. The earth has come forwards again. And then shock of the new. So this could fit, like, this very much feels like this pile. If you are not, then it will still be the pile for you. But it does feel like a lot of holistic workers will be drawn to this pile in regards to this shift. So because it's speaking on the world at large, so like this, as we do as workers, holding the world stage with us in our hopes and in our prayers and in what we do, because we understand that the earth is like, it's not separate from us, it's connected to us, and that it is like a living, breathing organism that needs that giving and receiving. So this feels like that almost the term keeps coming through, and it's not a term I particularly like or nor I use, but light workers very much coming through in that regard. Holistic workers are light workers. Light workers is just not like a buzzword I particularly vibe with personally. If you do, that's not a judgment on you. We're all different, right? But that energy coming through of how we are all connected, and the power of us as an individual to make change, because we are a part of this connected web. So really lean into, if you are an energy worker, then give some of yourself to the earth this week. Send energy like you would to a client to the earth for healing, because we have this shock of the new here, and shock of the new means that there could just be something coming up on the world stage that's a bit like woof, that is going to, like, you know, just pack a punch in a way. But if we're then just taking this back down to that, like to our individual selves and our individual lives, then there's something coming through this week that is going to be quite shocking, which is why this balance and the earth and the grounded and the rootedness will really help. Like, so whatever shock waves come, however they come into your life, that you've got a like stable footing, that the earth is really holding you and keeping you like braced and is able to keep you strong. So it doesn't necessarily feel catastrophic, but it does feel like something that would, like, the way I'm being shown it is like this reverberation, like a whoom, like make, oh dear, drop the card. It does make you, like, I don't know, takes your breath away, gives you pause for thought. Let's get some more cards. We have Lilith and equality. So this is all about balance, this card with the equality, and it speaks of, within this deck, the balance between the masculine and the feminine. With such feminine coming through, it's that very much that feminine uprising. So very much leaning into feminine energies and bringing them forward in your own being and in your own life, and knowing that reverberates outwards and helps the world stage. You could also call on Lilith as a deity, as a goddess to work with. Remember that Lilith she's the one that got banished from the Garden of Eden. Like, God made her to be with Adam and didn't make her of Adam. And that's why she was like, nah, not doing this shit. And then Eve was made of Adam. So Lilith has this like darker, rebel, outskirts of society sort of vibe. So that definitely is this, that holistic practitioner on the edges, not quite vibing with the mainstream narrative, the mainstream world stage. But that's why we're light workers, and that's why we're here, because we do see things differently, and we are the ones here to implement change. The shock of the new could also be what you are bringing in and bringing forth to help the earth to fuck the system. We also have guidance here with Sage. So Sage could be something you could use this week. We have this lighthouse, light worker really, really coming through. Call on guidance from elders, from sages, but also know that you are that guiding light yourself. We are all beacons of light when we're in this line of work, and we are here to grid our light individually because we are individuals, but so we connect so that we can help the earth at this time. It's why we're here. So just know that this is a massive part of this week. So lean into it, really give back to the earth by being you, by actually giving it some time, some energy. Like, you know, go hug a tree. Go and hug a tree. If you've made it this far and you're like, no, I'm not a holistic practitioner, like, why is this not talking about me? Because the earth is just calling for a hug, and go give it a hug, and it will help you as well. It gives back to you. You give, you will receive. I will leave it there for you, pile 2. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. This is proper quick fire this week because I want to chill after a busy week work. But if you liked this, then please reach out for a one-to-one reading where we have all the time and it's way more personalized to you and your reality. Right, I will leave it there. See you in the next reading. Hello, pile 3. If you picked this card, or should I say cards, cheeky, you've got 2 this week, then this is the reading for the week ahead for you. We have abundance, and then we have healing the heart. And the reason I kept the 2 when I saw them, because it just felt right, is there feels as if there's this aspect of this healing of the heart, but healing of any money wounding that's coming through, that is enabling you to step forwards into an abundant way of being, into your fortune, into your wealth, into plenty. Really rise up into it, because there is a level of healing that comes through for you this week that really lands in a way that heals that wound, that helps that wound, so that you can step into this. So, because this came up on top. So this is really important. And it's not that this isn't important, it's not that it's background, but this has been like, this healing has been necessary to enable this. So it's really strong part of it. And there may be some extra healing throughout the week, like that last little bit, or it may just be something that lands. It could be different for all of you, because there is more than one of you. But there is this like elephant, this wisdom like coming through that enables this, that helps, that just that wisdom, that knowing, like the way you look at elephants' eyes and it's just like they just know, they just feel and they know. And there's just something coming forward in that way for you this week. We also have these 2 in the world, not of the world, and then after the storm. So yeah, you're moving forwards in a way where something has healed. We are shifting out of a way of being after the storm. The storm has passed, and is that a new beginning, that new chapter. The healing is like it's coming to an end, or it has ended. Brand new chapter of this uprising. And look at her uprising out of the water in power, because you are becoming aware that you are in the world, but you are not of the world. You have not, like, you are well, we are all visitors, but as in it's really linking to, and this has come through in another reading as well, so it's obviously a strong one for this week and does make sense of the type of people watching videos like this, that you are, and I don't like the term, a light worker. And there's a landing in this, that sense of light worker, starseed, like whatever you want to call it, that you came from somewhere else. Like Earth is not your planet in that regard, and that you're really landing in your true authenticity this week, where you're like, okay, I'm not quite comfortable on this Earth plane, but you're actually landing in your comfort because you're accepting that. You're like, this world wasn't set up for me, but I am here and I'm going to rise because that is my purpose. I'm here to learn lessons, heal wounds, heal yourself, heal the earth. The storm has passed, this stepping up into a new way of being, this uprising, very much this week, uprising. And there is this, like, you're not going with the flow, like, but it's also, you're not going against the flow. You're coming out of it completely. Like, you're uprising, you're moving out of it, you're shifting. It's a rebirth. Like, it's just a lot of powerful energy coming forwards for you this week, pile 3. Let's see what else wants to come forwards. It was that one, Valkyries and redemption. So what is redeeming yourself other than an uprising? So that healing, that moving forwards, redeeming yourself from the past, a shift in a way of being so that you can rise up. this figure rising up, this person looking like they're going to stand up. There is an uprising in you. Something is really, really like, it feels like expanding, like coming to light, like phoenix rising from the ashes sort of energy. And then change, elder, that wisdom, the elephants that I was talking about earlier. But this shift, this change, this motion, this movement. Elder could be something, a beautiful plant to work with this week, and you can do that in spirit as well. Right, I will leave it there for you, pile free. Short and sweet this week. But if you liked it, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of those things. And if you would like a way more in-depth and longer personalized reading, please reach out. My details are in the description box below, and I'll see you on my next reading. Hello, pile four. If you pick this card, this is your reading for the week ahead. And for you, we have grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. It's really interesting. The other piles have been quite energy wise, and this one feels soft. There feels like there's this, you're moving into this, there's a transformation this week, and you're moving into a gentler, softer way of being, like being cracked open, but in a way where you're just surrendering and accepting, and there's no resistance. You're not fighting against it. You're just opening, unfurling, transforming. And like it says, this grateful optimism is like you're doing it with a smile on your face, because there's just this, like, you're just trusting. You have this joyous view of the future because you trust, and you trust in all the good and all the bad and everything. There's just this softness and this stillness and this, just, it feels lovely, it feels serene, it feels comfortable, it feels slow. I mean, you may find you walk slower this week and you just want to take in the beauty of the world. Like, it just feels yummy. And then you have, what do you feel? And in the world, not of the world. This you is in italics, and it's because it's what do you feel, as in like that focus. You, I'm not going to pay much attention to the imagery on this card because I just don't like it and I never have done, so we're really just going to focus here. What do you feel? Grateful optimism for one, but it's really leaning into that truth and that trust and surrendering. And with that cracking open, and like there's something about shards, it's like you're actually releasing the daggers, the shards that other people have put in. It's like, because it's not your truth, it's like that shard, that dagger in there, you're like, no, that, it wasn't my feelings, that is wounding I have because that person was mean, but that's about them, it's not about me. And it's kind of like you just let it go. And you let it go, because you're tuning into the truth of you. There's a number 9 here. 9 in tarot is the card about like completion and attainment. It's the card of fate. So it's leaning into this trusting. It's like the next chapter is so imminent. In tarot, we move 9 to 10. 10 is that culmination, it's that transformation in the end of the cycle. 9 is the completion of the journey, in a way where you're realizing, like, where you've got this manifestation, like I said, attainment and fate coming in. So it's like you're really landing in the truth of something, so you can move forward in grateful optimism. And this is what's going to end up like closing out that cycle. We have in the world, not of the world. This acceptance of self, this acceptance of your life, like as it's moving, this acceptance of why you're here. You've come here for lessons, you've come here for a journey, you've come here for the teachings, no matter how hard they may be. But there's this uprising, this shifting, this motion out. This figure is coming out of the water, out of the depths, and it's like it's moving away from the waters you've been drowning in, from the waters that have been tainted with everyone else's stuff, and like uprising and rising up into who you are, so you can really be in this world authentically. Then we have this, we have the new beginnings. Beautiful. So you're so close to this culmination stage, this ending. This week has set you up for it. We've got the new beginnings. So you've got this, what do you feel? This is going to like take you on this journey so you can have this fresh start, this new beginning. Then we also have enthusiasm, which is beautiful to come out as we have that grateful optimism here with a joyous view of the future, and then enthusiasm. So a lot of positivity, a lot of joy, a lot more like understanding. And this is positivity and joy, even with the uncomfortable, even with the horrible. It's just like, this is just landing in a way where there is just surrender and you just accept, and there's just a softness, and it's yummy, and it feels like a beautiful week for you. Right. I will leave it there for you, pile 4. Short and sweet this week, but if you liked it, please thumbs up and all that stuff. And if you would like a one-to-one reading, please reach out. My details are in the description box below, and I will see you in my next reading.